to an app that's most popular with teens in your household. But concerns are being raised about the security and privacy threats posed by social media app TikTok.
New Zealand MPs have been urged to delete TikTok over fears the Chinese-owned app may be spying on users.
It's the app bridging the gap between politicians and young voters.
Holy moly.
But TikTok's creating a divide over security concerns.
Hi, what's your name? Just sitting there. Oh, nice to meet you.
Among the light-hearted videos, a darker side. MPs encouraged to uninstall the app over fears it may access contact lists, locations and other phone apps. India's taken it offline, and Donald Trump's threatening a ban unless its US operations are sold to Microsoft.
I set a date of around September 15, at which point it's going to be out of business in the United States.
So is time now ticking on the app's future in New Zealand?
And joining us now is Senior Marketing Lecturer Summer Kapitan. It is great to talk to you, Summer. How concerned should users, including MPs who had the app, be about their data?
Well, let's be serious. Anyone who has any sort of app downloaded on their mobile device or on their phone should be concerned about their data. There's an essential kind of agreement in consumer society in which we give up consumer data in exchange for access to digital goods and services. But what's different about TikTok is that this is the first global platform for a Chinese-based service. That means this is the first time our data is going to someone who's out of China. So no matter what, the data is coming from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We're giving up our data. We're just not sure what's happening with it. And that means we should all be concerned about our data.
Summer, tell me how important is this as a communication tool for political parties to reach voters? I mean, will it hurt not to be in the space before the election?
Well, let's face it, it's a huge outreach tool if you are a young person. About 2/3 of the users on TikTok are under the age of 30. So if you're about 24 and under, that means your main gateway into social media and to the internet is through TikTok. It's a fun app. They're sharing ideas, they're sharing dances, they're learning new moves. It doesn't mean it's a great spot for super political, deep policy debates, but it is a place to be seen and to be visible. And that means that there's a moment of connection for younger voters, that if MPs do not have this ability to connect, we could be losing out on a chance to cultivate future voters.
Oh, and they're all after the younger voters, that's for sure. Do you think there could be a wider ban enforced in New Zealand around TikTok?
Well, listen, I'll probably be the first to say, and anyone who has ever observed TikTok, opened it up, will tell you that it is essentially a talent show of the social media world. There's fun entertainment and content on there, and especially in times that are distressing or uncertain, it's okay to have this outlet, right? But what we don't know is what's happening with our data. A case study from Cambridge Analytica shows us that marketers have harvested data from Facebook of 50 million users and use that to retarget political ads based on the personality of Facebook users. That's pretty wretched. And the idea that a different company who we're not sure what their aims and goals are in using our data may do the same is something we should all be wary of. So whether a ban comes or not, we need to be careful as consumers in New Zealand.
Do you think we're all a bit blasé about these apps? I know I certainly am. Just hearing you earlier on in this interview saying that it's not just TikTok, that we're sharing our data if we're using any of these apps.
Well, one thing that happens is what we get in return for sharing our data is optimized services. I get directions to my friend's house. I get to exchange messages with loved ones across the world. I am personally not willing to give that up, and I'm glad in some ways that they can use my data to create better services and to target me with better ideas. But it does mean that we should be more careful. This is dangerous territory if we're just giving up our data for free, and they can use this against us to target us with things that work for our personality. So it's kind of a fine line, a tightrope that we're walking.
Summer, thank you so much for your time. Lovely to talk tonight.
Well, thank you. Thanks for your time.
ASB and 7 Sharp, keeping you one step ahead.
It is so creepy how much the great internet world knows about us. It really is. Honestly, you'll be looking for, you know, a secret present you want to get your husband for his birthday, and then suddenly he knows what you're getting for your birthday because all these pop up?
Yeah, well, have you got a Google Home? Have you got an Alexa at home?
No. What? Tell me about that.
Well, Alexa, of course, is a speaker that you can talk to. Alexa, play me such and such, and goes and plays it to you. Well, it listens to you the whole time. So it's listening to conversations, and then you'll be thinking, oh, that's strange. How did that ad pop up? How did anyone know about that?
Oh, my God.
Alexa.
Is it on? So it's on all the time?
It just likes to be on all the time.
And just listening?
She loves listening. She loves doing too, but she likes listening. It's just the modern world, isn't it?